Hey everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video we'll be going through a quick unboxing of the high grade 1 to 144 Red Gundam. And the Red Gundam is from Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX, released by Bandai this year being 2025. Kit was picked up from Hobby Link Japan, so there will be a link to the Red Gundam there. Just bear in mind, probably on back order. Front of the box of the Red Gundam, I believe this is release number 4? Yes, maybe? Yes? No? Yes. For some reason it's only listed on the side. But yeah, release number 4 of the line for the high grade line. Nice, interesting shot of the Red Gundam front and center with some of its quote-unquote bits. Despite this series having finished, I still haven't even started it. I'll get to it eventually. But anyway, very nice shot of the Red Gundam. Definitely a very different take, although not the first time that there's been red versions of the actual Gundam. There's obviously been some previous stuff floating around, but from a model perspective, this is probably the first somewhat official one, although don't take my word for it, just in case. But yeah, front of the box does look very cool. Bottom of the box, so we have some more articulated and posed images of the Red Gundam. So another one of it on an action base with its mace weapon, I believe, and then a number of different action poses, etc. Weapons, poses, accessories. Does look very cool. It's actually surprising to see how much stuff is included in this size of box. Does look very cool. Because it's something I've noticed, so this is one of the sides of the box. Yet, oddly enough, the other side has a different orientation. Don't know why they've done that, but obviously from a display perspective, very interesting. Other side of the box, just the front and rear of the rear Gundam, some story blurb, and just a quick shot of the unpainted state. So you can definitely tell there's some variation between the two, but it's definitely not too bad at all. Okay, box done. Time to look inside. Okay, now that everything's out of the box and I did a small boo-boo with the recording, front of the manual of the Red Gundam, nice shot of the Red Gundam again, some story information as well as information about Char Aznable. So yes, GQuuuuuuX is well and truly within the UC timeline. Some line art of everything down here in terms of the back of the manual. So going through its various armaments and accessories, they are still called bits, thankfully enough. We actually do get a decent amount of plastic for this kit, surprisingly enough, and a color guide. Definitely looks like there'll be a lot of fun things included. Although I can imagine some things won't be color accurate per se, but that's okay. Manual, well, further into the manual, parts list, which we'll go through shortly. Otherwise, the kit pretty much builds like your standard high grade. Does remind me a little bit of the GQuuuuuuX in some areas, but I think it may not be as convoluted. It will be a very interesting part for the mace, which we'll see in a bit. Accessories and things like that. So it does look like the Red Gundam will have some nice gimmicks. Now, as for everything else, we do have 2 sticker sheets, so the traditional foil stickers, which I will most likely use. It does look like there will be some color correcting ones as well, which is very handy. And the other one, the other sticker sheet, this will be subject to debate. I've not had a lot of luck with these on some of the previous releases, so it'll come down to how flat some of these surfaces are. I'm guessing 2 of them are for the shield, but I think even the shield itself will have some raised and depressed areas, so yeah. Of all the things so far with GQuuuuuuX, it's the plain stickers on some of these kits that I haven't been too happy with. But anyway, as for the runners, multicolor A, that is upside down. As I said, multicolor, so pretty much predominantly black, red, grey, and a little bit of blue. definitely not too bad for the initial A runner. A surprisingly upside down multicolor B, so we have more red, a bit more black, and then this definitely offshoot red color, strawberry maybe, I don't know, strawberry peach, who knows. We're not here to try and figure out the semantics of colors. So that was the B runner. We have a single color C in grey. So that looked like it had a number of weapon components. A small D back in red. Some very interesting detailing on the inner side of the shield. A small E in a, dare say, golden yellow type of colour. Single coloured F back in that strawberry peach colour that one of these days I'll figure out what the actual colour name is. I can see some of the components that make up the head here as well. So definitely not too bad if we've gone into the F runner. Single G back in grey. So it looks like this will have more of the weapon components. Some of those interesting boosters that I think even the... No, it wasn't the GQuuuuuuX. Police Aku. Single H, well, single colour H in that strawberry peach for the bits. And then we have, surprisingly, Polycap in grey, PC7. Don't see much of that. I suspect it's probably for the bits. SB13 in a lighter fluorescent pink. And then lastly, as I mentioned earlier, we have a in that very pre-constructed runner for pretty much the mace chain. So some of those components are potentially going to be movable. Haven't seen some of this since Real Grades, pretty sure it's the Real Grades, from their, can't remember the fancy name of the actual movable component of their inner runner, at least from the early release of their Real Grades, not so much the later ones. Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end of the unboxing of the high grade 1 to 144 Red Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX. I have a feeling this will be a somewhat more enjoyable build than the GQuuuuuX was. And thankfully being predominantly within red and red hues, actually might even feel a bit easier to put together. Although to be honest, some of the colour separation was also a good thing within the GQuuuuuuX, so time will definitely tell how this build goes. But definitely looking forward to it. So this will be the 4th build that I will commence in the next few weeks, at least once this video has gone live. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that between YouTube community and Instagram. And hopefully after that I'll try and do maybe some short form content after I finish the kit. I've got some ideas, just haven't gone to trying them out just yet. Anyway, leave things there. So thanks very much for watching this video. Feel free to do the whole like, comment, subscribe thing if you enjoyed the content. I do appreciate the support. I also have, as I mentioned earlier, there'll be content on my Instagram when the time comes, so there is a link to that in the description. Otherwise, same handle as the channel. Speaking of links, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, there'll be a link to the Red Gundam over at Hobbylink Japan in the description as well. With that being said, stay safe and take care, and I'll catch you all in a future video. See ya.